we clear, ready to transmit. Pro fan hoops on the court, we got the game lit. Not talking highlight reels just for the common glance. We talking dedicated skills, taking every chance. From logo threes to rebounds, Chicago got the me-bounds. Asia got 3 chips, Las Vegas aces in the town. You tune into the channel if you want to get the facts. Women's basketball is fire, no need to relax.
What's going on, y'all? Wanted to jump on here real quick. Not going to be with you too long, but I wanted to talk about this because I'm watching Unrivaled in Philly. And let me be honest with you. I forgot they were even coming in Philly. But I caught it. I just caught the last, I want to say, like 6 minutes of the Breeze and the Phantoms. Phantoms won. Kelsey Plum hit a last-minute shot. They were trying to give it to Natasha Cloud. Natasha Cloud got scared and didn't want to take that last shot. They were trying to give the Philly girl the last shot to win the game, and she kept passing it up. At least that was my perspective from it. But it was a good ending. Philly has showed up and showed out. The place is packed. This game was lit. This is only the second Unrivaled game that I've watched this year. And I gotta admit, this was lit. This was fun watching it. And Philly showed up. Robin Roberts was there. Of course, the Philly girl Dawn Staley was gonna be there. I did not catch to see if Kalia Copper played. She's another Philly girl. But it was lit watching the game, and of course they got the crowd going and pumped up, and Philly showed up. Philly showed up and showed out. So when they get a WNBA team here in 2030 or whatever year that is, Philly is going to support it for sure. Philly is going to support it. So I am waiting for that. And that was fun to watch. And you guys, if you guys have been rocking with me for a while, you know I am not the biggest 3-on-3 fan. I watched Unrivaled last year just to watch it and support, and then after with everything going on with this year, with me being still knee deep in NFL coverage for another week until the Super Bowl is over with, just wasn't interested in Unrivaled. 3-on-3 really doesn't do it like that. But I knew they was in Philly, or I forgot they were in Philly and was reminded. So I wanted to check out this game. And that was fun to watch. So maybe I'll watch a little bit more. It is clear that Paige Beckers is going to be, they're going to push Paige Beckers whenever they get the WNBA thing right, because now you got a huge contingency of fans watching Paige Beckers, and even though Caitlin Clark is still going to be the biggest star in the WNBA, you got a huge collection of people that don't like Caitlin Clark. That's what happens when your biggest star gets there. There has to be a foil. There has to be somebody else. You know what I mean? So, and she is that, and she can ball. Aaliyah Boston was incredible tonight, hitting threes. I think Angel Reese may have done herself a disservice not playing in Unrivaled, so she can work on some of her game and some of her mid-range, because we all know the struggles that she's been having when she gets underneath the basket and stuff like that. She just needs to have another aspect of her game, like she did when she was coming out of high school and playing at Maryland. And when she went down to LSU, that part of her game, in my opinion, went away. Let me be honest with you, I didn't even know that. Shout out to my man, 80s Baby. He hit me up and sent me a couple video clips of Angel Reese when she was in high school. If Angel Reese could still dribble and do the things she was doing in high school now, she would be unstoppable offensively. We all know she can get the rebounds and the me-bounds and all that kind of stuff. So, what's up, Carlos? Oh, I'm sorry, that's Tiffany. What's going on, Tiff? Appreciate you. Yeah, Philly was lit. That game was lit. They had all the stars out. I wish they would show the other people supporting a little bit more. I know Robin Roberts has been going up the bat for the WNBA and for Unrivaled, but they got to figure out a way to still like market it better. Um, and this is my opinion. And Tiff, I know I'm coming off. You check me if you think I'm wrong. I'll say it like that. But like watching the interview when Natasha Cloud is talking and she getting emotional because she's in Philly and these are her people and all like that. And I understand that. And I'm like, let that moment just marinate for a minute. You ain't got to say nothing else. And then Aaliyah Boston jumps in like, she is such a good leader. And it's like, I just want to let everybody know how good of a leader. It's like, we don't need that. Like, we know that. Don't, it seems to me like a lot of times in women's basketball, it's like they trying to force you to like them. And it's like, you don't need to do that. Let the people watch the game and make the decision on their own, who they like and who they don't like. Period. Like, stop trying to force feed it. So that's just my opinion. So yeah, every time Dawn was on the camera, everybody went nuts. Everybody went nuts. So Philly supports though. Philly gonna show up and show out every time. So I thought that was fun to watch. I might even watch a little bit more going forward. I might try to take some time to watch Unrivaled a little bit more because I just not a big 3-on-3 fan. Maybe this could convert me. I don't know. So the girl on the telecast now, what's her name? Renee Montgomery. Ain't that the girl associated with Atlanta? Yeah, I'm not a big fan of hers. After all of the stuff they went through last year, her not like us comments and all this kind of stuff. Now they show Marina Mabry. And that's the one thing, in my opinion, like Unrivaled, it'll probably change tonight because of this whole the game in Philly. But up to this point, the only thing I heard about Unrivaled was number one, Brittany Griner. And the rough play on Aaliyah Boston, and then she tweeted something, and it's like, why is everybody coming at Aaliyah Boston? And then the other girl, Marina Mabry, getting in the fights with everybody. Getting in the fights with everybody. Why is that your lead story? And I'm saying that because I mentioned this before. Until today, I had only watched an Unrivaled game one time. I watched the first game this season. I watched a lot of it last season, but I just wasn't interested this season. So I watched the first game this season, and I just basically had it on TV and wasn't really paying attention. I was paying attention when the Hive. I watched the Hive a little bit because I wanted to see Kelsey Mitchell, but other than that, I wasn't really paying attention. So tonight is the first time I've really watched. Like, I really watched the game. And I was watching Cam Brink, and I was watching what Aaliyah was doing, and I was watching the game, invested in the game. So that's what they need. They need that hype that Philly got. But don't don't force feed it. It doesn't need to be force fed. So what's up, Albert? What's going on, dude? Yeah, man. I just wanted to come on and talk basketball for a minute, man. This is my Pro Fan Hoops channel. If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do that. You know the rules. Like, subscribe, all that kind of good stuff. I'm still working with Streamlabs, although this is on StreamYard. I was like, I don't feel like fooling around with it. I want to be able. This is the beauty of StreamYard. It is so simple. It's like Mac versus PC. You know what I mean? Yes, I built a big Mac and spent like almost $3,500 on this thing a couple years ago, and it is a beast. But my Mac is so simple. This PC can do everything, but that damn Mac is just simple. You turn it on, go, it does what you need it to do. So that's what I am with StreamYard. I just click on the button and I can go. So, but in any case, yeah, Tiff, it really was a good game. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. So that was fun to watch. And I think there's one more game coming up. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it on and check out the end of it. So what do you guys think? I know it's in the news that they're gonna have another the WNBPA and the WNBA are gonna get together and try to hash some things out and have this season. They do not want to go on strike. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted with the basketball rhetoric coming out from the players in the W. They do not want to go on strike. I know. I heard. Um, I heard the girls' comments, and it was like, I hope they're not showing Pats and Genos. Nah, they. So, yeah, do not go to. Everybody that comes to Philly does not go to Pats and Genos for steaks. You go down to Ishkabibbles or you go down to what is it? Is it Delisario's? It's an Italian place in Philly that arguably has the best cheesesteaks in the city. It ain't Pat's and it ain't Geno's. So those are tourist traps down by South Street. So now go down, if you're gonna go down to South Street, go to Ishkabibbles or you can find better cheesesteaks at the mom and pop places. But in any case, that every time they mention Philly on TV, they got to show cheesesteaks cooking and all that kind of good stuff. So, what's up, Harold? So, who is? It looks like the Lunar Owls and the Rose are about to play. I believe. Yes, we in the game break. Oh damn, they got a 20 half-hour game break. So, but yeah, that was fun to watch. So, and let me be honest with you. When I remember when they announced that Unrivaled was coming to Philly, and they had that that pep rally downtown at Love Park, I was going to try to get tickets to go to this game, but the tickets were sold out like in less than an hour, and I'm like, ain't nobody paying all that damn money for an Unrivaled game. That's why Don Staley and Robin Roberts is sitting on the floor because they got that type of money they could do that. I'm like, ain't no way I'm spending a couple grand to sit on the floor of an Unrivaled game. I like it. I'm trying to like it, but not that much. So, Simone is down there. I need to try to link up with her because I know to see what her thoughts on it was. So, but like I said, Kalia Copper is on the Lunar Owls, I guess. I can't tell which team that is. Or is that the Rose? I can't tell who's who. Lexi Hall, Chelsea Gray, Kalia, and I couldn't tell who the other one was. So, yeah, this was fun. Let me be honest with you. I wanted to go down there to see Kelsey. So, Harold, you say you need to see consistency. What kind of what do you mean? It's still some I guess suspect play, but it's hard to even say that now, man, because the first thing everybody's gonna do is compare it with the NBA. And yeah, the NBA is down too. So I just want to see a good basketball. I just want to see they got to get the WNBA back on course. We got to have it this year. So so I'm expecting Copper to go off tonight since she at home. There you go. So it should be fun. So Harold, what type of consistency are you looking for? Like, explain that to me. We got a lot going on, man. We just got a new offensive coordinator. We just got a pass game coordinator. Unrivaled is in Philly. Ain't no telling what the Phillies are doing. I ain't even watched the Flyers game this year. So gameplay, players, reffing, everything. You know what? You ain't never wrong, man. And for me, the reffing has got to be a hell of a lot better. The players, I like to see, I like the fact that I'm seeing Aaliyah Boston pop up from 3. I like the fact that I saw Dominique Malonga dunk, and it wasn't like a breakaway dunk. It was like somebody was on defense and she stepped right past him. She got a good pass from Kelsey. I think it was from Kelsey Plum, and she went up on that second leg and just yanked it down. I'm like, that's what I want to see. Like, these women, the women that can dunk need to dunk. Kiki Iriafen needs to dunk. I don't need to see it every time. I just need to see it every now and then, just to know they can do it. and just to build up interest. Because now, for me, every time Dominique Malonga touches the ball, it remotely looks like she might have a step or two on the defender. I'm looking for her to go up to dunk, even though I know she ain't gonna do it every time. But to me, that brings the excitement into the game that they haven't had in a while. Brittany Griner wasn't doing that. Candace Parker, when she was playing, wasn't doing that. So, and I know Candace Parker has dunked in the game. I know Brittany Griner's dunked in the game and hung on the rim. She dunked last year in Unrivaled, and it was like, yeah, that was great. So, you want to see some of these new players do it, get it together, and just build that excitement like that. That's what I want to see. So yeah, Tiff, we got 2 offensive coordinators. So anybody that was worried about Sean Mannion, his ability to call plays, now he gonna have help. But I'm not worried about that. Me and Tone talked about that, and I was telling him the X factor for Sean Mannion not having experience calling plays is that 3 years ago he was still in the NFL as a quarterback. And you just don't get rid of that quickly. You still got tendencies. You still got he's still young enough to have muscle memory. Let me say it like that. And that is the language that Jalen Hurts needs. He still got that muscle memory where he can talk to Jalen and do the things that he got to do and tell him, what I said was he can speak the language and he can empathize with Jalen. So he can see what Jalen sees and he can see what Jalen doesn't see. But more importantly, he can tell him why. And sometimes you need somebody else to speak your language. It's like 2 moms talking. If you got a bunch of guys in the room and 2 moms got that unspoken communication, they talking about stuff that only mothers will know. So the only way you can get into that conversation is if you know what it's like to be a mom. So all the men got to leave the room, and then some of the women got to leave too because they ain't been through it yet. But you understand what I'm saying? He can empathize with Jalen Hurts, and that is going to help. That is going to make up for any lack of play calling experience because, like I said, he still got that muscle memory, how to read a defense, how to recognize blitzes and call out a hot route and things of that nature. So he'll be able to speak that language readily with Jalen Hurts, and that's what I'm looking for. So but it should be good. Yeah, Tiff, I'm on hang on here for a couple more minutes, and then I might go live at like 10:30 tonight. So because it's 20 after 9 now. So I'm gonna watch the rest of this game, and then I'm gonna be doing my normal stuff on ProFan Live tonight on ProFan Talk. So should be good. Should be good. So yes, I will be live tonight. Live tonight at 10:30. So, but it should be good. But all right, I'm gonna get up out of here. Just wanted to put some stuff down on Unrivaled. Gotta give them their props. This was live tonight. Philly showed up. Philly showed much love tonight, so that was fun to watch. So I'm gonna keep watching this game, see what Kyle Copper is gonna do, and maybe we'll get into it tonight a little bit later on. We'll get into it tonight, but tonight will be mostly football stuff, talking about Sean Mannion and the guy Grizzard from Tampa Bay. So a lot of good stuff tonight. So come back. You know the rules. Come back. Make sure you subscribe, like before you get up out of here. And when you come back tonight, bring your friend. All right. I'm still efforting to get over 100 people on the live. So that's what I'm efforting to do consistently. To your point, Harold, we need some consistently. So I'm trying to consistently be over 100 people on my live stream. So we're going to get it. We're going to get it popping. So I'm going to get up out of here. I'm going to sign out of ProFan Hoops. And I will be back with ProFan Talk later on tonight. And if you haven't heard my ProFan Hoops intro, you need to listen to it because it's fire. All right. I'll see y'all a little bit later. Peace.
to transmit. Pro fan hoops on the court, we got the game lit. Not talking highlight reels just for the common glance. We talking dedicated skills, taking every chance. From logo threes to rebounds, Chicago got the me-bounds. Asia got 3 chips, Las Vegas Aces in the town. You tune into the channel if you want to get the facts. Women's basketball is fire, no need to relax.